Hey guys, glad to see you again. I'm Sonic Base. Sonic Movie 3 is coming in about 5 short months, and while I'm very excited, and it's actually my most anticipated movie of the year, I'm also cautiously optimistic. Why don't we have a trailer yet? Why haven't we seen any footage or even a poster? Either Paramount knows they have an absolute banger and they want to keep everything under wraps for as long as possible, or they know they have a flop. I hope it's a banger, and I really do feel like it will be. The first two movies are really solid, and even though I don't really care for the human stuff or the dance scene in Sonic 2, I still very much enjoy these films, and I hope Sonic 3 will be at least on the same level as those. Are they really what I want out of a Sonic movie series? No. But what would I want is the question, and let's talk about that. My ideal Sonic movie series would be a 2D anime-inspired animated movie. Something in the same vein as like the Sonic OVA or even the Divergence prologue for Sonic Frontiers. Give me that fast-paced action, and I want a lot more fighting. I think getting something even slightly Dragon Ball Z inspired would be fantastic. Keep up that energy. In the way of character designs, I think starting with the characters looking more classic in their designs, and then as the movie series goes on, they get more and more of their modern proportions. I think that would be a really cool way for there to be a little bit of consistency and actually show the character's growth throughout the series. And for the story, I think the first movie should be a combination of the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video games. I don't think we need a movie of Sonic by himself and then a movie of Sonic meeting Tails. Have that be one big adventure. With the second movie being a combination of Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic CD, we can introduce Knuckles, Metal Sonic, and Amy. I know Sonic CD technically comes before Sonic 2, but I think for this movie series story, it would make sense if that storyline came after. That way, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Robotnik, and Metal Sonic are all established characters, and you can do all new stories with them. We don't need a whole series that's one-to-one retelling of all the games. However, seeing the Chaos storyline from Sonic Adventure 1 or Shadow in the Ark storyline from Sonic Adventure 2 in this fashion would be really great to see. I believe the movies should handle humans in the human world kind of like how the games do. Have South Island just be a part of the world that has Green Hill and all the other classic Sonic locations, but have Station Square be the main hub for most of our human interactions. Have that be the city they have to save in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. No one is going to freak out about seeing a blue hedgehog. People know that Sonic exists. I mean, in Sonic Adventure 1, Amy's just walking around the street holding like a bag of groceries. It's just normal, and I don't think we need the element of Sonic hiding from people because they're all aliens. It's not necessary to me, and I think it's overdone. The tone that I would like for the Sonic movies to have is maybe start more lighthearted with the first couple movies, but get closer in line with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 as the story progressive. I like a little bit serious injected in my Sonic story. Just because it's a story about anthropomorphic animals doesn't mean it has to be all silly and goofy. At the same time, it needs a little bit of that silliness to actually work. It can't take itself too seriously, otherwise it'll come off just totally wrong. Like Sonic 06's story is way too serious. As much as I do kind of enjoy how much of like a soap opera that shit is.
No!
As long as you respect the characters and source material, you'll find the nice fine line you could walk. When it comes to voice acting, I prefer an all-new voice cast, one that can actually change as they go on. I'd like if the characters are starting out sounding younger in the first movies and then growing with time, sort of like how the games do, purposeful or not. And I don't really just want strictly big-time celebrities, that's just not my cup of tea. Sure, I know they can do a really good job, like Idris Elba does a freaking fantastic job as Knuckles, but I think doing a mix would be better. Like, for example, for Sonic, I would like someone like Jack Quaid. I really like his tone and delivery, especially as Superman. I think his voice would match very well for Sonic.
I have to track down those criminals and stop them. I mean, write about them. I mean, we go to write about them. Let's, spring that ball. I don't want to go into too much detail here, but, it turns out only some dogs go to heaven. The other dogs are racist.
Or for like Knuckles, I think D. Bradley Baker would do a great take. And I think Baker has such crazy range, he could pull off a really good deep voice for Knuckles.
Hey, I like things that go boom, but I like to blow things up, 'cause I like to blow things up!
Or for Eggman, let's get Brian Drummond from Sonic Prime. I think he does an excellent job. Excellent? Ha! 'Cause he's Eggman, that's funny.
It worked. Without the power of that blue buffoon, we would have had to dig for months. Thank you for the earthquake, Sonic. And thank me for my plan. which went off spectacularly.
Plus, I also just think he should take over in the game series as well, because Mike Pollock fucking sucks. And honestly, for Shadow, I really think Hayden Christensen would do a really good job. His voice doesn't need to be all that deep, but just have it be held back and have it be mysterious.
You underestimate my power! I wasn't strong enough to save you, but I promise I won't fail again.
And when it comes to characters, honestly, I think keeping it as limited as possible would probably be the best case scenario. Limit yourselves. Who really wants the Babylon Rogues or Ixis Nagus or fucking Mammoth Mogul? I know studios really want as many characters as possible, just for toys alone. I think if you reel it in a little bit, you'll find a good cast of characters that you can work with for a good-sized movie series. I really do think so. And how many movies would I want? I mean, I don't want to give you an actual number, but I think the Sonic series could last a good while, but eventually end it. I don't want the movie series to last forever. All good things must come to an end eventually, and I think there is a way to find a good definitive ending. So what would your guys' ideal Sonic movie be? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, I'm Sonic Base. Thanks. Have a great night. Maybe I do want Mammoth Mogul in a movie.